Gwynn and glyphio pre Kernewek and English Beneath to the free unless oryon skians Gwynn Kano Canaan fro a couldn't creep and go well kill us medal all a draw gans and
dheuth, olowenhes. Ah, that was Kernewek, the ancient language of Kerno, which is where we are. Okay, vilvlydhen, that means how are you? And when I say that, vilvlydhen, you say the lower. So, vilvlydhen. Brinton. I'm a bard of the Gorseth Kerno, being brought here this afternoon at great expense to tell you about a true story, which hasn't happened yet, but it will. Possibly. The story involves me, so it's very important. Pay attention, because it's in 2 languages. But you're lucky, because I speak both of them. And I'll translate for you whenever it suits my purpose. Which is... No. Listen. Decide for yourselves. Takra Ratrelia, Kalis mi war, Troethio, Takla ra warbarth, Lemon, the Illini Skonia. In Sir, Capper ha TUT, a me, Injith, a vid, Estrin, in Mirrors, Warrenals, Peldre, Bor, and Gurthuka. Things do change. Difficult, I know. Sometimes things occur that even now we cannot ignore. Sure as I am I, and me is me, one day there will be a stranger watching on a cliff far beyond the evening sea.
Vilvlydhen torrentus. Aretas higuales?
Uzi hawen toss.
Mia! Imanam warangowel. Yuri.
Lema.
Anam na warangowel. Nams? Nins you hen a nam.
Lema.
Is you nam? Nathu.
Plema buff and jowl.
Nins you hen a nath. Mazi anyvel. Olifans you hen a.
Olifans? Lema.
Is you on an olifans is nervia, Joan? Eva nerve. Gansi those scoven.
Oi.
Vilvlydhen torrentus.
Travith.
Travith.
Ninzuzi he otors.
You find that sad, waiting for something that never comes. What you're seeing here is the end of a way of life hundreds of years old. Nobody's saying, oh, that's it then. Us Cornish, we truly understand and lament. Now, far away, over the sea, there's a land called Kerno. There's a city called Trura, which you might have heard of. These days I'm talking of, there's a building in that city like a white palace, clothed in security, informed by technology. There's an office in that building, and in that office, a very powerful person, Ms. Venus Clare.
Here it is, framed on the wall, the Guardian job section. Chairman, Chief Executive Designate. A new position overseeing the transfers of powers from county council to regional government. Removal expenses, car, etc. Excellent prospects for career development. A lie. And here I am, as are you, Anthony.
Hello.
And are you ready, Anthony?
I am ready, Miss Clare.
Because I am about to dictate the final draft, the transfer document to wring power on its way to Bristol into the hands of the Mayor of the West.
I'm ready.
No, not to you, Anthony. To the computer. the latest speech recognition software, hot from the heaters of IBM. I speak, it composes the writing on the wall for you, Anthony Prentice, my amanuensis.
Makes mistakes.
Oh, it's only natural to try and save your position, Anthony. But jobs must go. It's the future of employment. Boot up!
Booting up. The windows are open.
Then here we go.
Yep, it's got that. It says hens, beer and knee-bone.
No, I haven't started yet.
Bobo, my particular pet.
Stop it, Anthony. Delete all that at once.
My God, Cruella, you're shaking all over.
Stop it, Anthony, stop it! You swine!
There you are, all clear.
Thank you. Start now. Let it be known...
Let's be scrown.
Shut up, Anthony. You can correct it later. Let it be known that I, Venus Clare, as Chair, Chief Executive Designate, through the powers invested in me as Executive Receiver, Cornwall District Council, do heretofore and henceforth...
Oh, it loves all that.
Oh, does it really? Well, shall I do it again? Do heretofore and henceforth and with knobs on...
It doesn't do knobs.
Oh, how very sad. Do hereby commission...
Oh, hereby, you see. It loves all the herebys and heretofores.
It is American. Let me concentrate. Do hereby commission transfer of all executive and municipal authority and responsibilities, imres, prima maxima, mea culpa, caveat emptor, forever and ever, amen, to be vested in office of Chief Executive of the South West England Regional Assembly in Bristol, recently chartered Mayor of the West. Signed here below by myself and the chairs of those bodies, governmental and non-governmental, who do thus jointly and in total divest powers to and acknowledge the ultimate authority of the Mayor of the West under God and His Majesty the Prime Minister. That's it. Turn yourself off.
But will they sign?
Who?
Well, the chairs of those bodies, governmental and non-governmental, who do thus jointly and in total divest powers to. And will they sign?
I must convince them to sign. Not only the district councillors, but the Quango mob as well. I hereby voluntarily divorce trotters from swill. No small feat of mouth, I can tell you, Anthony.
Oh, you're very hard on your own people.
I'm Cornish born. I'm not infected by your foreign sentimentality.
Yet you returned.
I was tricked. They told me the place had calmed since I went away to university. It was a lie. The Cornish are as awkward as ever.
Yeah, well, I've enjoyed my time here.
Oh, that's because you've had no time to learn better. And you won't. I'll get these signatures if I have to bribe every single self-important, self-satisfied, self-appointed pundit stirring up his or her own orifice with my own annual increment. But it won't come to that. I know how their convoluted minds work. I know how their own machinations confuse them until they grow to love the political tunnel and spend their energy spiting those who still claim to see light at the end of it. Anthony, yes, it means the end for us. We've been a practical arrangement, that's all. You've been my en-suite facilities. We must keep our pecker up. Especially you. Look, my desk is clear.
There's something happening down below.
Well, the old magic hasn't quite left me.
A ship has landed on the quay.
Yes, come to me. Come to me. What? A ship? What quay?
Yeah.
No, that quay is a car park. There's been no ship there for years. Let me see. Yes, it's a... No,
I
that's...
think it's the Bovril boat. Oh, Miss Clare, it's the Bovril boat.
There is no Bovril boat. Remember the memo? There is no Bovril boat. And there is especially no Bovril boat mooring up in the middle of the city. Issue denials immediately. No. Hold it. That Bovril boat does not exist. Top secret. For your eyes only. In the event of capture, we deny all knowledge. It's a ghost ship. The phantom stink of the western approaches, spreading the sewage detritus of West Cornwall, thin as charity, all over the manacles.
Well, now it's landing people on the quay.
In full view of the supermarkets. Look at those plate glass eyes. How inscrutable they seem. But they judge us, Anthony.
Hello?
They're judging us all the time.
There's people.
Are we worthy of inward investment?
Landed on the quay.
Phone the police and institute emergency planning procedures.
No information
Activate
at
the
all.
bunker at X-County Hall.
Oh, okay.
Notify the BBC and close off the streets. Have we no CCTV?
Well, they're smiling into the cameras now. And they're unknown to police records.
Unknown? Mobilise the neighbourhood watch militia. Tell them to come armed. They'll enjoy that. I'm going down there myself. Plebesny.
Colonel.
Plebesny.
Colonel.
Ital ventir, sevelagam, hagadrotre, niarakana.
Pubhuni grana sen hakrana.
Tudor and Lev, Balio Blajoa.
The Flebesny de Gwynn. People, Orth you henna. Hemitruro.
Porthu rastan hen cober diworth anup, risruth hasen day, hatarasantir. Hemuleverus then nean skull.
In like, Mars you hematruru, ha hem you porth. Plema olan gorholi and gwir.
Gohel vith. Manas ajaflaris ma a rusini dosin.
With you and Rehevianso is Elmar. Hagol and Karima. Tess Kos.
Sa-ins Boris.
Ike land.
Iceland.
Iceland.
Miroti, gans hai hudbihan.
Oh. Land Rover Discovery.
Volvo. Volvo?
Pithuski Frizz.
Kerno.
Ithu Kerno. Hey! Hey!
You! Stay where you are!
Pitharigi Leverel.
You! Stay where you are!
Oh,
You! Stay where you are!
P. Henna.
Me or war Pithu?
Gwynn, near war with you, Henna.
Sowsnek. Hen o Sowsnek.
Sowsnek in Kerno.
Sowsnek gans glúls dens her with his semplan. Tia wartime Sowsnek Joan. Warasaya.
Oh, you want to be?
Get right.
Hello, Etho. Oh, Tanny. Hello.
You cannot land here. This is a car park.
You got me as all thin.
What language is that? Where have you come from?
Neilani. Covethis. Travith Oma.
Oma, take me to your leader!
He you Agenhem Brenkies.
You understand what they're saying?
Ah, it's me, see. This is where I come in. I'm a bard of Gorseth Kerno. I'm one of the most foremost speakers of our language. I write poetry, I sing, I've got 2 degrees, and I also teach a couple of classes. And I've got 3 books published. So I'm just on my way to the Dole Centre to sign on. Who are you then? Ain't seen you at the Penn or Golden Yaith. You ain't bad speakers though. You're some of they weird lot down West Penwithery.
And he goes in his Sowsnek.
No, I don't speak English either. Tried that one at the job centre. Got me job seekers allowance suspended.
Ever goes Sowsnek in Weth. My Tessin Hemu Aber Plym. Plymouth.
No. Things might be grim, but at least it's not Plymouth.
Who are they? What are they saying?
They say they speak Cornish, but no English.
And they told me it was just like Bedfordshire.
But their Cornish is strange. Speakers of this calibre would have made their presence felt because there's so few of us.
Do you and Gwynn Serisma?
Pragarahi agan casa distaw.
Hemu Venus Clare, Chair Chief Executive Designate of Cornwall District Council. Gast dheuth, you Mes Gennisavuhi in Kernow. Mes Gillis Sowsnek a Gocky Fest. Imahi Damvanis Oma, gans and governance Tidiek, and Mayor and West. Rag Scatia Kernow the Rano. A Delifera and Rano Marrow the Bristol. Nia lever the Kidjaves.
I may not understand the language, but I am getting something of the gestures.
Well, these are Celtic gestures, see, to ward off the evil eye and implore the protection of the big chief's spirit. Russa dolls in Bovril boat.
No, there is no Bovril boat.
There's the Bovril boat.
There is no Bovril boat.
But there's... He lever nagos scath.
Python ifforn, you henna itho.
Oh, Hemu and Bovril boat.
There is no Bovril boat.
All and Calc, who chimeras the moor, agoras one and men eglos.
Ninjas prefedio the wee itho. Imma Ginnani, a taclama, hemus prefedio TOL. Tira calca, hagena, tia den and cabonma.
We got bloody toilets. You're creating a very bad impression here. They think we don't have toilets because of the Bovril boat.
There is no Bovril boat!
So they got here by walking on water, did they?
Nierug and go have sten, dos the guntel agan morn.
Tinship? Or?
Ni ili ni bua heb Kenworth, reso thin ni de hueles the gurno, le me hrug dos agan hendazo. For pris ni agoas anevi, never ni russin ni crisi ni the gueles.
A pilea russo hui dos. Deco? No.
What are they saying?
Pileas blithen a rug agatis, trigger vase kerno.
There was a Hanani, pimp cans blithen. Eager skirthis gans Michael Joseph Van Gogh ha Perkin Warbeck. There was the Worth termin, Sordians and Liver Pisado, Prayer Book Rebellion. Ha Nebus Gans and Kenworth.
My Christ!
What is it? What's the matter?
Ghosts!
What?
Agan hendazo duhuelas, agan hendazo Kernewek, and Sudorion and Gov.
They're real. You can't get more real than arriving on the Bovril boat.
There is no Bovril boat!
These are no ghosts. They're real. Look at them. Real.
Levadedi, K the Vers.
Where do you come from? Money rate and Mosleves, mia rapotia dadin.
They're from over the sea, far, far away.
That's what I was waiting to hear. Hands up!
Seville Dula.
This quay, this car park is surrounded by armed police. No passports, no approved documentation, arriving by no ship. You may be Cornish, but you're not British. You are illegal immigrants.
Go and jury! Aristocle funna in Bisparwath!
Digestivi problemes.
I warned him about that chain store pasty. These days, wandering the high road, sandwiches supplied, refilled on the move by tankers from St Morgan, which then evacuate the toilet of Joe and Jury's sad past detailing. This new road is a diagram of Miss Venus Clare's mind, a straight path to the nearest identifiable target, tarmac and a cold shoulder between long-distance lawns, cleared of Freudian underbush, so that all that exists can be described in the paragraph poems of the Argos catalogue, or the chalky eulogies of the bistro menu in what used to be your local pub. Hey, Rousseau qui clues in cover Sigmund Freud.
Ah, Sigmund Freud!
Joe and Jury, you're a mess on Bistra now. If that's any on Darth Oma.
Look, and you know who you frasa.
Damarius mires o the V.
Sten!
You can smell tin. All I can smell is Joe and Jury.
And Manithio, Uhuath, Luna Sten.
Pragiscu and Bellio de Ges.
You can dig the tin, but you can't sell it, see?
Plema an Gwisvau and Tisvau.
Mia, ima gweddfa, on yn dahabras.
Eh? Factory? Where? Ninjas Grathveo dro oma.
Hagiman Warbarth, I lost a Ragan Core.
Pith, Hemmer? That ain't a factory.
Tus vras.
Gwynn, tus purvras.
Whiskies and Dillas, Gwynn had do.
Those are not big men going to work in a factory wearing black and white clothes.
Imonsi, o Pedravanas.
Ninjas eaties.
Yes, they're cows.
Imonsia Ledja Buas a G, and Gjorian Sowsnek Cornish. Imam Buse Al Keel, and Sozio plus Lemon.
Bures Ragdada.
Nara and Buchels are buried in Gwaithfao.
And Kernewek na Il Spenna ag a Thurmin Gwella.
Almost the Tesco's, sa Ainsbury's hag Asda.
That ain't a factory. You ain't got cows doing the dirty jobs. It's a slaughterhouse.
Nia war pith you.
If you saw, agan ges behind.
Mirchwi, Slaughterhouse Arrow.
World in Dairy Plains. Ninshu, Hemu.
If you cropras in queer,
Hagisins, herdis a she.
Och, Gortin Pauls.
ninsinsi buhus,
Naginsi, ninsinsi.
tusinsi.
Yes, it's a big shed. Yes, people are herded in, but it's not a slaughterhouse. It's a tourist attraction. Tenants are busy. Hagi a vin morsaji. Didn't you? Ha ha ha! Hello.
Also Dolorotas.
Oh dearie, are you all right?
Ostaloena, John Jory?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause any damage. I was told to stop the coach.
Pitha Vinta.
And what do you want?
I have a message from Miss Venus Clare. Here we are.
Well,
Rumble me run like a vicar on X-Lax.
Well, Arototremia, Ragoni.
I'll translate for you as somebody translates it for me.
Miss Venus Clare will insist on dictating this stuff to the computer. See, things have been going very well with the signatures on the transfer of document. You know, transfer of power. Even the Viscount Penslug has signed.
Oh, Betty has. Orth, Erasicina, sincere, pithu. I say.
Well, you see, now the time has come. You are all duly summoned to Truro Crown Court. Silence, silence, silence in court. Beelzebubza, 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 for an ever and ever and amen. That's the last time I ever dictate a prayer into Her Majesty's court computer. Yes, silence in court. Now, we have heard that Maria Tripconi, Otis Brabin, Mabson, Mabin, Iseult Gosworth, Dogger and Jowan Mab something are here arraigned under the Immigration Act 1999, Section 2, Subsection 6, Paragraph 4.2, and the Immigration Acts 1972 and 1965, in that you did knowingly and wittingly, with malice aforethought, immigrate into the country of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and that you did further fail to respond to police questioning except with the phrases Arta ma plague and Moi lent ma plague. What say you?
Arta ma plague.
Oh, good God. Who will translate?
I will.
Have their benefits been stopped?
They have claimed no benefits, Your Excellency.
The English public has had more than enough of these people arriving here to sponge off the state.
They have claimed no benefits, Your Excellency.
Claiming political asylum. Mere expediency. I mean, show me the stigmata of torture. Show me. Or the court may decide that you have come here to England to fraudulently claim our benefits.
They have claimed no benefits, Your Excellency.
Why not? I merely posed the question. Proceed with your defence, and please do us the courtesy of keeping your brief.
They will not defend themselves. They see no need.
No need? That's contemptuous. You will tell us your history.
Resu Fuchwi, the Veril Volvo, all Agus history.
Oh, nothing. Hello,
What is this?
We are on the hills, streaming with the old men. Now come the Phoenicians.
Phoenicians? This court does not have time for 2,000 years of irrelevance. We have lunch appointments. Now get on with it.
And with is essa Traveglos Kernewek. And Dusadolas ago Roso and more. Treves Pilasis. Ha Crehin Oelek Devis. Stin Diworth and Goverio Habrio.
I oberas in calas mes, menoch ith es a non veda.
I Aregueras anu Othigila.
Po I avia brazes.
Drehaga Awel. Avistrus and Pilas.
Deves buthes. Haga oel a gemeras piscatorian haroso.
Tuspal Buthis in Daldor.
Hag in Dagro and Beninas.
Iail Duria.
Bis then have Travas po Loenda.
Mezana I Tooth Tolo Kaz.
Tus and Dreveglos as, Dres and more.
Hagana and Sten.
Han Koba, Ni and Gwynn.
Mez Nielani Wertha.
Ragna Moya Ges Favan Gug.
Nielani Dindal Ahan Diwothagantia.
And dus Yoink,
Nielonzi Kavos Oba.
Ninsu possible, Cavors Tailu.
Poneble the Driga.
Ugens Blithen, Hunter and Boblins and dus Yoink. Hen Oni, Dres and more.
Agan Handasa.
Herdis Tremor, Modido Hueder Lambis.
Mez Puplis Nia Han Rosas Adre.
What the hell was that all about?
These are the descendants of Cornish people.
Yes, so they claim.
This language they speak is Kernewek, the language of Cornwall. Some were driven abroad by war,
German or French?
Sowsnek.
against the old enemy,
Fraudulent seekers of political asylum.
and some by want.
Economic migrants for which we are not responsible.
They lived well overseas until they came home to this.
Then what stimulated this ill-advised return?
Huath Nia Obain Bal.
Plaza and Moon in Dan Athin and Vray.
Oh, here we go again.
Madin Ni. Pothagan Honan.
Pubmis Gohel Moon a Thuth, Diworth Kernen.
Inun Gemeres. Agamon Ganzan Nebis Thew the Malaysia.
In Miss, Ni Rug and Gohel Doors.
Nia Waters. ha goelias warbarth.
Dheuth and hold hevel in est, then hold seddes in west.
Drainage and L'Oreal and Holporth, Han Corthalau,
Ni rug I those.
Ragwe mis, Eva Filas Dos,
Ni ilin ni bu against Trevith.
Niradhuth, the Gurno, the Gavostia.
They have worked as miners in their new place. Their ore was carried for smelting to Malaysia by a ship en route from Cornwall. 6 months ago, it stopped coming.
And they don't know why.
No,
You haven't told them.
no.
That the last mine has closed in Cornwall, that her history of mining is at an end,
I can't.
that therefore there is no ore to be shipped to the smelter, that their ship has been gas-torched and so is their way of life. Tell them.
No!
Then I will. You are dead, defunct. Your life is outmoded absolutely. And no one in the world can now claim the title of miner. You may as well claim to be knights errant. You are the world's refugees, and you can't come here.
Der Sommer Carenza.
Bis Viken Carenza Vuth,
Hani dal this Cavo's own Carenza.
Panesosta Genev Carenza.
Mia ra guida, mia ra malia, mia ra the valia ganzo fosso.
Now, what's all that about?
I think they're expressing an historical analysis of the relationship between Kernewek and English.
Well, they can't. It's contempt.
You haven't been too friendly yourself.
Nia ra de Wellis in Meddenny, had de Wellis onni. And more had dro in Kerno you piss. Nag you and more, ha pano porna feathens re the berby, and more agan chimeras of ez, agan nabashke of ez. The Bezia dre hagar well, hag I kevsin ni maneki dres and more, mes nevro o ev tre. Ni wodia henether trevith, godvos trevith, and more agan gueres, dres and cansblidhenio, agan guitha inweth, and le knoweth or tirlowen, I bobel la rug agan dinurki, mes ni rissini convedes, hani il nebes abanani. Nebes agan tus yoinca the medas aves. Nebes aio gueles, pith you profis gans and bis, hagan cabli ragni cavsini, slinkis aves, then portho han arcantio ambis. Mi an rug o honon, paprisnia il cluas kerno, in more war an arvor, hag in Gwynn's, ha mordono, hag in gallotrist and gurlanis, pith you govina sorthani, nia duissus the viaja adro ambis, nia duissus the dira oma, if you agas hui, if you agan guini, Pelias termin, res tuqui, mosoma ragdra hevel, and fossoma, gans and geltian, gans and romanis, gans and hensosen, ponomanis, gans and sosen. Ni russen nidra hevel, foszo agas pin, pregi russo hui agam pin, pregi russo hui.
Will anyone translate that? Will they translate? I have no choice. Look at me in my hat. Don't I look nice? And in this high capacity, being duly appointed recording judge magistrate by Her Majesty the Queen Most High and Mighty, translate. Find that Maria Tripcany, Otis Brabin, Mabsent Mabin, Isol Gosworth Dogger, and the other one, being here arraigned for a crime on which we are disposed to look most unfavourably, concerning, as it does, of custom and due precedence, the coming to these our English shores customarily of persons of darker race who long ago ceased to be funny, and now assert themselves in a most ungrateful manner, failing to show due deference in almost every case, and even asserting their right to rights. I mean, do they not know their place? Do they not know their place? I mean, do they not know their place?
We.
Are guilty as charged, in that you did step ashore onto our shores when the law enjoins you to stay abroad, or moored offshore. And, furthermore, thus endured we are sure your case is flawed, and you inured from this country of England. Legally, you are in puris natura lubus, and id est stark bottom naked. The verdict is guilty, and the sentence...
No! I am Dag Allhouse, owner of Cornwall's great heritage tourist attraction. Exotic gardens reclaimed from the site of a failed tin mine. That very mine whose closure ended the voyaging of the ore ship to Asia and the precipitation of these people's arrival on these their ancestral shores. I've been paying attention even if you haven't. This irony has brought me here, for mine is an alternative business ethos. I created a garden maze on disabled crofty. The buildings, mummified to museums, rings around their pit headgear, camellias and lotus blooms, rhododendrons and staphlia suck up the tailings of the once red river. We are blessed with Sunday supplement success and turn over millions. But business, like cancer, lives only by growth. Where do we expand? We creatures of ethos, not to the wastelands of the concrete commercials, for we entrepreneurs who read nature and own a complete collection of Oz. Once I chanted ho 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 Chi Minh and vote Liberal Democrat to this day. Perhaps David Icke was the Messiah, perhaps, but ours is still the future. We hold this planet's safety in our deposit boxes. Everybody say, right on!
Right on.
My eyes turn towards the clay country. Uncool, I say. White muds spoiling the view. That's not what Cornwall looks like. Clearing up that mess could be worth £2 million a year in tourist revenue. That's £38,461.54 a week. That's £5,494.51 a day. That's £228.94 an hour. That's £3.82 a minute. That's more than 36 pence a second. 6, 12, 18, 24, 36, 48, 54, 60, 67, 72!
78, 84, 90, 96.
Yes, that's enough.
Liberate the mud mines. That damp desert of monochrome misery. A commercial pier owns a clay pit and will sell. The idea hits me. An enclosed experience of a global ecological dream. The cultures of the world in a geodesic dome, an artificial sky roofing a gazetteer of human existence. A cornucopia of life experience, protected from the outside unpredictability of the Cornish summer. Yes, but why not also its autumn and even its winter? The season's shoulder transformed into Christmas. Inside, the human specimens of the world. Equatorial Africa, Asia Minor, the Tuareg, Minoans, Maasai, the aboriginal inhabitants of Eastbourne, the arts, the sciences, the spirit, Amazonian lip discs, Thai sticks, grain and grass skirts, the cycle herdsmen of Siam, the rickshaw dwellers of Rangoon, all will open up EC grants, council subsidies, tourist board delight, and of course, the lottery. The sign above the gate, the paradise, planet, Earth experience.
Well, it's a marvellous scheme. A figurehead scheme. The opportunocracy of Cornwall has already sewn itself into your coattails. But what has it got to do with this trial?
Take off the black hat, Your Honour.
I'm told it becomes me.
And they didn't lie, but you won't be needing it today.
Yes, well, I hope the Home Secretary doesn't hear about this.
Today, redundancy notices are issued to the mud miners, and construction begins to cover that clay pit and turn it into that Paradise Planet Earth experience. Containers lined par oxide, packed with all cultures of the world. Only one is lacking. We need only one more in our great hothouse of humanity. Can you guess what it is? Like a fragile butterfly, so hesitant to become captive, it's the Cornish. A little Cornish village under glass. Little Cornish villagers talking their little Cornish language. Selling great big Cornish pasties, starry gazy pie, Rawnish maids and robot brittle in white wine vinegar, serpentine piskers in clotted cream sauce. These are the Cornish. You say they are illegal immigrants. Very Very well. You want to deport them. Deport them to Cornwall, to the recreated vestige of what she once was, subject to health and safety. Sentence them to the paradise planet Earth experience, that their Cornish culture shall not die, but live on as cultural heritage attraction.
My God, it is a marvellous idea, marvellous idea. It shall be done. Exile beyond turnstiles. Let the accused be incarcerated in paradise planet Earth.
Have up! Have up!
Chink! Cornish men and maids are we, fish the land and plough the sea, drink our cider, eat our crust, courtesy of the National Trust.
From our ickle cottage we take our donkey to the sea. To her tail we tie a light and lure the ships right in the shore.
Singing merry Cornish songs we cut their throats and steal their jewellery. Jolly robes we steal away, says Daphne du Maurier.
Have up! Have up!
Chink!
Hello. I've been sent by Miss Venus Clare and the court to read you your employment contract with the Paradise Planet Earth experience. I know you don't speak any English and I don't speak any Cornish, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak very slowly and very loud. It works in Scotland. Terry Poby, the artist, threw a party of parties. They stood on their heads, waved their bums at the waiters. Oh, it's that bloody computer again. Here's the original. The party of the first part and the party of the second part stand as defined in the Heads of Agreement abstract here appended. Okay, I hope that's clear. Titles of employment. Employment Act 1949 regulations are non-applicable under Waiver 25, C and D. Tourism and casual seasonal part-time service industries, under which all employment, protection and minimum wage legislation is suspended. In accordance with the above, Paradise Planet Earth experience standard salary rates £2.50 per hour, except where wholly or partly in kind rate board and lodging, whereupon pocket money will be issued in tokens suitable for spending in the facility restaurant blue or C grade. Pasty voucher. Employment subject to cancellation on employer's side at half a day's notice. 3 months' notice of termination due from employee, except where employment is subject to a community service or other court order, or is the third and final training placement offered by Job Centre plc, in which there can be no such termination. So I'm afraid you're stuck with it. Oh, but it's very nice here. I mean, Miss Venus Clare nearly has her signatures, and once she's finished, well, so am I. And I'll be gone back to... But I like it here. I like it here. I mean, the people and the place are the same thing. The place made the people, and the people made the place. You walk large in Cornwall. Look, they say, here's that bloody foreigner. I mean, I feel bad for being here when I hear the opinions of some of my colleagues from beyond the, well, the border. I mean, they have no idea that they're travelling abroad. And here they are, somehow running the place, expressing contempt with every casual gesture. I mean, the thing that scares me is, I mean, it's not my fellow foreigners who, choose to ignore what is here, but those who never realise it exists, who live here as though it was Basingstoke, working in offices, driving new cars, weekends in Sainsbury's and the leisure centre. I mean, all difference is seen as inconvenience, and inconvenience is an inconceivable crime. I meet them and they identify me once as a foreigner. Talk of career structures that bridge the Tamar until it vanishes into the black glimmer of the unspeakable drain. I'm sorry.
Pith in the ifano all a henna. Ni wel dheuth.
Fat el rusini. Mahod Marza dos. Kapaha hema.
Canzo vilvlydhenio tramor. Rag the hueles the henna.
The Paradise Planet Earth Experience.
Bithu and steer tourist attraction.
Raggy Ronzi, lost her.
He having cavos nepith hen with ginsters.
Well, this is a V aga gwertha. Aga semplant you have all chronic herbis marrow.
Hag him with them ginsters.
Head up! Head up!
Chink.
Tag and taklona. Gans semplant. Kayo Kernewek. Kreyanteas.
Goodness.
And les ma, you hag in prison.
Bit more! Tourists!
Head up! Head up!
Chink.
Oh, Joel! Math and Dresden, Luoma!
Bit war Joan Jory. Tier algal over callous rag change.
You.
Emma! Nabith Oma!
Nipit every.
Him you tear puda.
Emma Nabith Oma!
Real work in Cornwall! The campaign for real work!
With you henna. Pithius Ev, Oladara.
Pith of winter!
I was a worker in this clay pit, closed down over this cultural heritage experience. Mining! That's Cornish culture and heritage. And the only experience we got now is the dull and stupid employment schemes. I had a wife, and a house, and a whole proper life, and now I'm no better than a child.
Ni can pit in knee.
This gamma in knee.
Pit the winter off in knee.
I know what you're talking. I read about you in the papers. You're the old men come back to haunt us, curse us, force us out of work, replace us with the tourists. Real Cornish aren't real enough.
Pubhuni you Sarah scan in knee. Ni rusin ni travith manus does tray.
This was a working clay pit. I drove the pressure hose ever since I left school. Then come Dag All Hallows in his clean green boots and Harrod's hard hat, talking to his lordship like we weren't there. And then come the grant givers with nice accents, shown around like we weren't there. Then they come with theodolites like we weren't there. Then we read in the papers. The Paradise Planet Earth Experience has gained all grants, £75 million, and it's closed the pit. They closed the bloody pit! I was a skilled worker, washing the heart out of Cornwall. I've been retrained to run a car park. I was a Cornish miner. Yesterday I heard myself call someone sir, and I went and scrubbed the toilets.
Miner? Do you stinner? Tin miner.
Christ, understood that. Tin. No, there ain't no tin around here. I was a clay worker. This was a clay pit. Clay.
Clay.
Here. There's a hole in this floor. There's clay down there. If you try it, you get this. Clay.
Clay.
Well, I don't know that the Kernewegoryon meeting up with a clay worker was such a good thing, really. But him and young Iseult really hit it off, although they couldn't understand a word each other said. So they used to bring me along to translate.
Listen to me, Iseult. How about you and me sneak away up to Newquay to a club? Where we can dance all night and work out real good lather. And after, I'll let you in through the window of my bedroom, Mum and Dad's council house up Bugle. Then we can slide up and down each other's sweat all night.
Ugh.
Translate it then.
Dista Iseult, fat legenes.
Was that it?
It's all she's getting from me anyway.
Fat Guinness. You had a Oliveris Gasso. Was it Ola Russin in a hua?
Ola Russachwe? What did you two get up to last night?
Don't ask. Pupils.
You'd think you'd enjoy a job like that, wouldn't you? But they'd been up to other things too, and sooner rather than later they came to the attention of Ms. Venus Clare.
Hello.
Couldn't you be bothered to come yourself then?
I must speak to you first. I want you to teach me to speak Kernewek.
Speak Kernewek? You?
Yeah. I want to speak this lost clay country. The long lands of the north and the east. I want to talk it. The dopey surf dunes, the sleep of the mines, the cliffs of the west at war with the sea, Cape Cornwall navigating the sunset, the soft southern underbelly and the sunken lanes of the Roseland, the old foy woods of the heartlands, the hill redoubts of the southeast, brooding their difference with the city across the sound. I mean, you could wander it a lifetime and not use it up. We can stop modern disasters from happening here. I mean, people shrinking in all eyes, including their own. People invisible in their own mirror. People surplus to requirements. And my old country has come to hate its own people. I mean, Cornwall is small, but it's made my life bigger. Its people have come to see themselves perpetually in opposition. And that's the only honourable way to live on these islands. And look, it even has its own language. I mean, its own language! Teach me.
Dunno, Mira.
Muras.
There you are! Why have you called me to the Paradise Planet Earth experience? This isn't for me. It's for the hordes and masses. It's the world packaged for assessment for someone with the attention span of a pair of shorts and sandals. When I have it, the final and very clinching signature on the document, empowering the transfer of power. He was in the palm of my hand. I had him like that. I said, how do you feel about power? I believe one day you want to be king.
Ridiculous.
Kingdom of Cornwall. I said, what would you say if I offered you the world? There is a whole universe beyond the Tamar. There is a stage on which you can perform with a whole nation as an audience, a real nation, a media nation. You see, I think it may be, when conditions demand, as a man of reason, that your yes and your no become liquid flowing things.
And he said one has to use one's imagination. Pragmatic rather than dogmatic.
And I said, yet your public statement seems so fiery. Your carefully cultivated electoral appeal, your apparent populism. Forgive me, these are no insults. They're appreciations of artistic technique.
And he said to attain desirable ends, it is necessary to negotiate with those with power. And to make them so.
Who is that?
All powers have been released to you.
And soon I plan to pass them on.
What if I don't sign?
That is your prerogative. I have no power to make you sign, no specific power.
What does that mean? If the powers are to flow away from Cornwall, and who am I to stand in its way, then surely I must follow it, in order to bring it back.
Well, it makes sense to me, Your Majesty. Do you want the world or not?
Yes.
Ha! So, why the hell have you called me here? Time is passing. With every second wasted, I can feel the threats increase. I can feel my authority ebbing away before I can safely dispose of it to my own greater glory. Troon advances on a Camborne vacated by the invasion of Red Ruth, whose populace have themselves marched to Truro. I don't know. What do these people have against car parks? Are hospitals so self-evidently superior to out-of-town supermarkets? Can they not see the delight of the plain, the nighttime piquancy of the lonely shopping trolley amidst the chevrons? What was that?
It's the Kernewegoryon.
The what?
The Cornish speakers. They're digging.
Digging?
Yes!
Why? Have they taken to burying bones?
The clay workers who worked in the pit were retrained and employed here. One of them pined for the old days and taught them all he knew.
He pined for digging clay. What does he do now?
He cleans toilets
Oh, retrained to clean toilets.
to NVQ standard.
Oh. And now he's fully equipped for advancement in the toilet cleaning profession.
After 3 months, he gets a brush.
Cornwall, flexible in her workforce as in her disposable gloves. So, tell them to stop.
Stop.
Yes, stop. The Paradise Planet Earth experience is starting to collapse.
Otomandra! Pre!
Clever. Enna.
Tell them to stop.
No, I can't accept this.
A Roostagora and Tarvo.
Grigby.
Place the charges.
Charges.
Though. Dead.
Oh, Christ, no!
What are they doing?
They're counting.
Say what?
Backwards.
It's a countdown! Oh no!
Having wept and sweetheart, Mr. Paul Farmer.
On the kings who pray both for Hago to speed. Both way travel, hence your course. Desire, and go, your Canada treasures in her growth. A haze and cans blood.